Greetings, Wildman from Wildman Productions, back with you with another review. Today we're going to review the WLToys V913. This guy is a behemoth. One would think with the size of this it would be very difficult to control. Actually, far from the case. It flies great right out of the box. It does need a little bit of trim adjustments, like most all of them. I've had this for some time now. You can probably tell that by the little bit of dirt on the wings and such like that, but I have crashed it one time, and I sweated too, and it pulled through pretty good. It didn't have any problems. It didn't even ding up the blades, just got a little dirt on them. It was a mild crash, thank goodness. Anyway, it is just a little sluggish compared to a V912, but that can also be remedied. If you look in the back here, you will see that there's actually one more adjustment that you can make to actually move your adjusters over so that it gives a longer throw on your controls for your servos to your main swash plate. That being said, I have flown this thing many times. It's actually a very responsive, very well designed helicopter. I have no qualms about it, no arguments. It's a well-built, well-designed behemoth of a smaller class 4-channel helicopter. And roughly, if you look around for prices, you can find them anywhere from $80 United States dollars all the way up to $150, depending on where you find them and how much you're willing to pay. That being said, it's got the standard 4-channel remote that's just like any other, most other V912s, not like the V911, but it's got like the V912. It's got a professional style remote where you have the light control. You can go low and high. You got your, if you want to buy cameras and other attachments, you can put them here. You can change your modes from 1, 2, 3, and 4. I run mine in mode 2, but that's just my personal preference. It's got your accelerate on it and that's about it. It's still a pretty darn good helicopter. You get into a wind where it doesn't want to respond well, and it will let you hit that accelerate, it kicks those servos just a little extra, and it'll come back pretty good. This one can handle some pretty decent winds. I know that personally because I've flown it in some pretty decent winds. Now the only qualm that I see is I am going to have to create like a real thin shim. I don't know whether it's just this model or all of them, but it's got just a little extra flop in the wings that I don't really care for. It needs to be free, but this is just a hair too free. So what I'm thinking about is just going ahead and doing that. My review would say it's well worth the money to buy it. WLToys V913. Awesome helicopter. Wildman out.
Oh,